Swinburne University of Technology.
Hi everyone, I'm Professor Julie Salmon. We're going to talk about storyboarding. I'm working with a course team working on a unit or module called The Nature of Learning and Teaching as part of a graduate certificate to support higher education teachers and others. We've already done the blueprinting part, and in fact the process you're going to see took us a few hours, but we're going to try and reproduce it for you so you can see roughly what it's like to actually do a storyboard. So if I can introduce my colleagues to you, is Kathy, Janet and Les. So are you ready to go, colleagues?
Absolutely.
Right, we're going to start off by using our pink stickers and put up the topics for each week. Bearing in mind we're building a scaffold. So if you can have a go at your pink stickers and see if we can get a framework to get us going. Off you go.
Okay. I think particularly with the 5-stage model and thinking about that, one of the things that's going to be really important is that we have the welcome and the introduction to staff.
Okay.
And obviously at the other end we're going to be saying farewell.
That's a great start.
Yeah, and future, a bit of a future gaze.
Plan,
yes.
okay. And what happens in the middle then?
Well, the middle is learning by design, which is the theory we're going to use.
Keep going.
So maybe
let's
that
have
goes.
some more.
And I
That's the
think
main
based
sandwich.
on that theory, we talked about starting with what the students knew already.
So-
I think we need to get their ideas out and think about how people do learn. So that would
Okay.
go on.
So is that
reasonably
number
well.
3, the context there?
Yeah, probably. I think
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
an early part anyway.
Okay, and then obviously we want some learning theories to help
What is
them to
that?
frame some of that.
Behaviourism and constructivism.
It sort of limits us though, doesn't it?
It does, and
So-
it's sort of almost, we're almost saying they're the only two.
We need
Well,
to go
why
wider.
don't we
The
put
best
something
two or something
broader?
like that.
Yeah. Let's
So
go
I think-
wider.
I'd put something up that's actually just at this point saying
Yeah.
theories, and that we draw that because we need that before we move into the other work.
Okay.
Now we
and what
want
comes in the middle?
reflective practices and to be
So that would
for
go-
students to reflect all the time. However, we want a week on reflection per se. We want something about future, the future of higher education. We want something about implementation and evaluation.
Well, that's going to have to come after this, so maybe this needs to
So
go back.
we want to evaluate.
I reckon we need to do those
That's right,
bits
because
before
they're
we
designing
then do something
learning
on
and then they're
implementation.
evaluating
Righto.
it.
Okay.
We'll go with that for
teaching it.
now. You
Yeah.
can change it later if you like, but you have talked about assessment. Can you try and get your assessment in?
Yeah.
I'm interested in your summative assessment and your formative assessment.
Okay.
Opportunities for feedback are critical.
So e-portfolio, so we want formative assessment along the way with e-portfolio.
And we want that right at the end, don't we? So it pulls everything together.
Now, where are we having group work? We're having group work somewhere, aren't we?
Well, they were going
it
to be
could
doing some group work around this whole.
So we could have group work there. We want to assess their individual design. So that could come here, week 8, after they've done their design.
Okay, so are those in the right places?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
something a bit earlier, maybe.
Okay, but you can look at those in the activities perhaps. If
Yeah, and
it's
then we can
formative
see.
and opportunity for
Yeah.
peer feedback.
Yeah.
Righto, we'll go with that for now. I know you might want to
Okay.
change it later. Now, can you all have a go? Janet, can you take the first half?
Yep.
Les, can you take the middle bit?
Yeah.
And Kathy, can you take the end? And start to get some ideas of what activities, what the students will actually be doing.
Okay.
Okay,
Under
have a
each
go.
of those
Get them all
topic
up.
areas.
Do it as fast as you can for now. You can change them
Okay.
later. Okay, what you got? Make a start. Let's see some going up.
As I said, I want the welcome stuff's really important. We need to have that there. And I think I was also thinking right at the beginning we need to have that stuff around what the course is about and make sure people are clear about it.
Expectations.
It's a kind of setting the scene, I suppose, really, and expectations, and also that introduction to e-portfolios because they're going to have to do that the whole way through.
Definitely.
I'm putting a few up here.
With this learning by design, we need to introduce the template, and we need them to have a go at the template. So the following week, they can share and discuss their ideas around having a go.
Okay.
We can talk about tools.
I've got a
heaps up there
theories of
already,
learning and
really.
teaching, which I assume went under your what was constructivism.
Some reconnecting.
And then I think if you've got
Implications.
that and probably, yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
How's that
just
looking?
have a walk through of what this would
See what's-
look like, and you can start putting some numbering on then. Have you actually got activities in each line that are going to lead to your summative or formative assessment?
So for group work,
Well, we're
which
starting
ones?
the group work here basically.
so
so
how-
you've got a couple of weeks.
We've got a
there.
couple of
Is that
weeks.
going to work? Yeah.
But this about group work online is enabling the teachers to understand how to facilitate group work online.
Oh, this is also about them working as a group because we
okay.
wanted
Yes.
them to work
Oh,
as a
okay.
group as
So
well.
it's both
So this will be
things.
them
Working as a
doing
group
it.
about a group.
It's more about them doing it
Right.
too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think
All right.
that would link in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about for this one, the design?
Individual perspective of your design. Now
Which
they're
is
starting
really where they start.
Yeah.
I
They're
think
doing
it's-
theirs, they're getting some feedback, and then they're producing
Yeah.
their own.
I think that's possibly too soon. I think
Yeah, I
that's-
wonder
You reckon
I
that's
would
too
move
soon?
it back a little bit
Because
because
they
they
won't
really
have
need
done
the
their
time.
design
They need the
until then.
time to be, working through
Okay.
the activities
Okay.
and to be getting their head around things. I would actually
Yeah.
pop that some
That's good.
week 9, week 10. What do you think?
Well, some of these
Maybe we-
activities you can lead towards it by
Yeah.
doing small
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Yep.
And they will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a lot
Okay.
of the tools here are going to be explained and then used.
Okay.
Looking at that, do you think you could build that online now? Would it give you a structure that might work?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
Yeah.
something a bit earlier, some sort of formative assessment coming from here.
So
the
a bit of
theories,
formative here.
Definitely. So we want something
But I
in
think
week.
we've got quite a lot of the activities now that would give us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and probably as we work through some of those,
Okay.
we'll fine tune them.
All right,
Yeah.
gather up. What do you think, guys? Do you think they'd be able to build that? I reckon they would. So the next stage would be to actually build it in the online environment and see how it works. So really good luck with your own storyboarding. I hope this has helped you a bit. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.
Right.
This has been a Swinburne production.